custom motorcycling. We've gathered some of the industry's top builders and fabricators on this stage to show you their skills live and in person. Watch as they chop, grind, and weld their creations into existence right before your very eyes. Feel free to ask questions at any time directly to your host, Pat Jansen. The doors to the shop are open, so pull up a stool, kick back, and welcome to the Grease and Gears Garage.
Okay, man, here we are, Monday afternoon in Laconia. It's beautiful and sunny, and look who we run into, the legendary. Josh Owens, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good, man. It's sunny in Laconia. That's what's up. This is uncommon. This is your first time up here? Second?
Yeah.
So you was here last year?
Year before last.
Year before.
First time without a cast.
That's true.
You don't see this guy without something bandaged or wrapped up.
Missing, or you know what I mean.
That's true.
So
That just means you're doing shit.
it's been like the last 3 years that it's been solid, nice weather here. So you don't even understand that this event
Lucky.
typically has the name Rainconia.
Yep.
But we've been really lucky. So what are you doing up here?
Just come up here to hang out at the Roadhouse with everybody, make a lot of friends, and signed a merch deal with Hot Leathers. Andy's my manager, and
How about that? I was in there, saw a big old rack.
Huh?
I saw a big old rack in there of Josh Owens shirts.
Yeah, no, man, it's about the best thing could ever happen. It's been really tough trying to do this all by myself. I've tried several people, but they always end up kind of taking advantage of me, so I got very distrusting. Then Andy come along, it's like a breath of fresh air, so.
Right. Well, the last time we were talking to you, it was in the Victory Circle at Daytona.
Awesome, yeah, that was a good time.
Oh, dude. So good, right?
Yeah.
Boy, I wanted to talk to you for a minute because last night we were sitting around and you were talking about the first time of getting back on that bike after wrecking pretty good on it. It was not an easy thing for you.
Yeah, you just gotta, it's like time heals all things. It's kind of like, as time goes by, you remember the traumatic experience that you have, and you don't ever forget it. But you just tend to get braver and braver and braver. Before you know it, you're right back to the cat you were before, until you break some more shit.
Yeah. Well, it had been some time too. Like it's not like you just as soon as you got good enough to get back on the bike, you were back in that situation.
Well, it was really funny because I didn't get to race again in October, but I did get to race in August. So I all broke up in March, and then in August I was racing again, and I took the victory that time. So that was pretty good. And go back to Daytona and crawl right back on that same track, same bike, same circumstances. There's a little intimidating. You just gotta get back on it.
And no diaper.
Huh?
No diaper.
No diaper to catch the oil, man. Those things need diapers really bad.
We heard about that diaper a couple times last night.
I think I needed a new diaper too.
So this has got to be hard for you out at events like this because obviously everybody wants to be able to say they did a shot with you.
No, it ain't hard, man. That's what I do. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets tough. You get tired. I'm a human, but it's what I love, man.
Right on.
It puts wind in my sails. You know what I mean?
Hell, we spent 2 evenings together. I haven't done a shot yet.
What?
We've done 2 nights together. We haven't done a shot yet.
I know, man. Hell, we're damn so wore out when we get home.
What's wrong with us?
We're getting old or something. I don't know.
I thought I saw you guys shooting something on the porch.
Whoa, we were shooting all right.
Oh, man.
Was that a skunk?
That'll get a.
We're
We'll get a
skunks.
message. I got a weird feeling I'm gonna get a phone call. Are you doing what?
We shot a couple skunks, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, the place.
Hi.
Oh, well, I was supposed to. But
I thought you went home.
I just didn't want to leave everybody just yet.
Lazy.
That's just like the Grease and Gears live. Well, that can't be live because Josh left at 10:30. Absolutely.
Here, wait.
But I gotta go.
I'm gonna let Jack sneak in.
Just stayed with the ball girls. An hour ago.
Oh, I just jumped. No, I interrupted your show.
Wait, where you got now? I made everybody leave.
That's because you're a good entertainer.
Nah, did you have a good time with us, man?
Man, I've had a blast. This Laconia Bike Week's a really good time, man.
I love the fact that
weather's
rules
been
just
good.
don't apply to Josh. Rules of gravity, rules of nature, rules of the Discovery Channel.
This is his first trip to Laconia without a cast.
Hey, you know what? That's the thing
He's got a
about
broken back, though.
I know, but he doesn't have a cast on.
that's the one thing about being an outlaw, man. If I get drunk or get caught smoking weed or something, I can get drunk and fall off my bar stool. They can't nobody say shit about it. I'm doing my job.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
That's about it.
my job
I'm
is
just
to break
training
the
for next
rules.
season. I'm just training for next season.
You can't win without training.
That's exactly right.
That's
You
it.
can't win a marathon. Training.
Yeah, what are you, a smart ass? This is what you do for a living? You actually can say yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Good
God.
times.
And you're getting paid for it.
And the best
Holy
part is I
good
get
God.
to travel the world making friends and, getting to ride motorcycles and getting to do all these crazy things. And get
It
to be
really
that
is.
guy.
It really is. And you know what? I've been at a bunch of places where the general public will interact with you, and people were just like regular people on the street, motorcycles, are crazy to. The energy is in you.
It's funny you say that because the other day we were running up. I was running across the street with a golf cart, and I cut traffic off, and I hear this guy screaming, yelling like, "Yeah, son of a bitch and bastard!" I turn around and give him the finger. It's him. Right? I'm like, I give him the finger, but he's gonna take that as a compliment, you know. So next thing I know, he's in the lot behind me. Of course, he's got a jar in his hand. God bless him. Luckily, there was nothing illegal in the jar, and we couldn't get across the street with the golf cart. Everybody lost their mind as soon as they saw him. I mean, lost their minds.
Well, and like I said, there's an energy in you, man, because from the first time we met you and started hanging out with you, it's like old home day when you show up. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And I think people pick up on that. You got like an energy for life about you. It's
So
fun.
then you get to meet those people that you automatically feel like you've known for years.
Well,
So
you know what's crazy to me is like I'm meeting all the people that I look up to, and like they treat me as an equal. When before you meet a lot of people, and people who are high profile, they meet somebody else that's not high profile, they tend to just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" and just shrug it off. It's really nice to be able to meet people and be on the same level with people that you look up to. And to me, that makes me feel like it puts fire in my soul, man. It gives me fire. It puts wind in my sails to do all the crazy things that I'm doing. And I don't know. I'm just old country boy, so it don't even add up to me.
we all inspire each other, I think, the majority of the time. I mean, Jack showed me how to wet sand.
You should see me wet sand. You should see me wet sand. I'd show you my work, but it's the only the gravel bike that nobody took back.
Dude.
Yeah, but no shit aside, like that inspiration.
Yeah, man.
Like you meet these people and it inspires you to maybe do something different or better, or help be a part of something different or better, which is so cool.
Well, it's like meeting Superman, though. Like your whole life, you got your heroes. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if it's Billy or Jay with his land speed bike. There's always somebody who's your hero, and you get up next to him, and you're like freezing, and you're sweaty through your clothes, and you realize they're no different than any of us.
Yeah.
That's when you get your first pair of tights and your super suit, and you're like, Batman's a pussy.
Yeah, that's right. He's got to have a belt. He's got to have a tool belt.
Yeah, Batman's going down.
I don't need a utility belt.
Captain America, baby. Yeah, I almost killed myself in Gettysburg on a mini bike. If it's got a squeezy handle, it's got to be a clutch. Well, when I squeezed it, I realized it definitely wasn't a brake. Must be a clutch.
It wasn't a gas, was it?
No, that was the other hand. So thing was running shitty, so we were about to start, so I pulled in the clutch and go ring. Well, it wasn't a clutch, it was a brake that didn't work. Bike stood up on its ass, launched me.
I've never seen a grown man go so far up in the air on something.
Over the hay bales.
Yeah.
And I'm in a Captain America costume with a mask on, so luckily nobody knew it was me.
Nothing but hair.
Yeah, nobody knew. They heard your voice screaming the whole
dude,
way.
I went right down onto my knees like a sailor on leave.
What about when you put the moonshine in the golf cart? I wasn't there, but I heard about it.
Oh, we've done some stupid shit. Well, usually it takes something like that to, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Sort of do remember that. I do remember that year the Palmetto guys came up to the smoke and had the world's only moonshine-powered drag bike.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. We
a
did so
bad
many
idea.
burnouts with it, it finally went on fire.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, normally putting all of us in a room with anything like moonshine or
Oh, my
whiskey
God.
turns out to be
Or a drag bike.
yeah, or a go-kart. I mean, or whatever. We almost killed
A
If
lawnmower.
it's got wheels, gets
That's right, it's cheaper to rent. You can say it.
Yeah, what
wheels,
he said.
tips,
Yeah,
tips,
right.
or tires.
That's right, it's cheaper to rent it.
Later on in the week, we're actually on what day here?
Today's Monday. Tuesday, I think we're
Tuesday.
going to drag race.
We're doing mini bike drag races. We're trying to talk him into staying long
Dude.
enough.
Yeah, that'd be
we-
sweet.
But we
Wait,
can't do that.
let's really entice him.
The
This
bad part
was
is
my
my back.
idea. Chris thought it was great. The owners thought it was epic. And Heather just said, I will disown all of you. I want to take all the hay bales, put them inside under the tent, and do oval racing under the tent inside the
you
barn.
do know
How
why
can I
Heather?
say no?
You do know why Heather doesn't like that, don't
I mean,
you?
how can I say no
Because
to
we
that?
lit the spoke parking lot on
Andy
fire doing that one year.
Andy specifically told me no.
Damn it.
I said, listen,
Damn
he's like, no.
Wait, we'll go up to Home Depot. We'll get the Mega Roll or U-Haul store, the bubble wrap.
Yeah,
we'll just
wrap me up.
rubber
Wrap
wrap
me
his
up.
whole
There you
ass.
go.
With
What could go wrong?
just his hands sticking out and his
Nothing
eyes.
could go wrong.
Nothing.
We're good.
Sold.
Andy will never know.
It could end up being a viral video.
Andy will never know.
Then Andy would be like,
what's the
hey, do
worst
that
thing
shit
that can
again.
happen?
We'll get a hay bale on a dolly and we'll just run next to him with the hay bale. We'll follow him with the hay bale. I think what could happen?
So, you're pretty busy though. Like you got a heavy schedule, man, between shooting and your appearances and stuff. Where are you off to next?
I got the Cherry Bounce Festival this weekend. That's in Rutherford County, North Carolina. It's in honor of my great uncle. His name's Amos Owens. You can Google that. It pops up. Most famous moonshiner in North Carolina history.
Yeah.
When you Google it. And
Family business.
yep. And so
Amos.
The-
Of course it's Amos.
man, it's so awesome because I make Cherry Bounce, which is a family recipe that came all the way from Scotland and Ireland and England, you know, in the 1700s. I've got the family recipe. I've got the lineage. You know, it's just super badass. And then
that's
so
cool.
Rutherford County calls me up and they're like, hey,
Why don't I have any of that yet?
we want to do a festival in Amos's name. You know, our whole town's based on the Cherry Bounce Trail. So we're going to do a festival in Amos's name. Will you be glad to host it? Hell yeah. So I'm honored, you know.
Well, listen, between the four of us, since you brought that up, we're all kind of amateur moonshiners and chemists at times.
I don't know what he's talking about, chemist. Why he looked at me, Josh? He's a chemist like this.
What would you say
Yes!
in the whole process? What would you say is the most important thing about making a good batch? Ooh, you can't say he's the moonshiner.
Yeah, but I know the
You're from-
answer to this.
Well, go for it.
The water.
Yeah, that's the main ingredient.
The
You gotta have
quality,
good water.
the quality, but it's got to be great water. You can't get anything good out if you put shit in.
But that's just the
You're
start
using
of
the
it.
wrong
Right.
water, Jack.
You know?
You're shitting there. You're using the wrong water.
That's just the start of the whole thing. Because you gotta have good water. That's your main ingredient. But, you know, it's just like you could take 3 or 4 old ladies and put them in the same kitchen with all the same ingredients, and their tea is
It's
gonna
all
taste
gonna come
different.
out. Right.
So it's all about the process, how slow you do it, and how you put it together, and the amount of love you put in it.
I guess
mean,
the
it's just like
ripeness,
with everything.
the ripeness of the fruit and stuff's all that make a difference. I mean,
I take pride in what I do.
I'm sure you do. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. You know.
Are you using clay or copper? What's the family secret? Can we say what the family secret is?
Well, the family recipe is Cherry Bounce. Now, I can't tell you
oh,
how,
of course.
but I usually cook out of copper because it takes out esters and sulfides that stainless is not going to. You get an aroma and a flavor out of copper that you're not going to get with stainless. Even
And
though
that's
the
all
worm,
the lines and everything.
even
copper
though the
everywhere?
worm is copper, you still get a little bit of that from the copper. But if you're actually cooking in a copper pot, it tastes different.
Yeah.
You know, just like when you go to somebody's house and their water tastes really awesome out of the well.
Yeah.
You go to somebody else's well and you're like, your water don't taste like shit. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. A buddy of ours back home makes some pretty nice stuff. and I was tasting as he was adjusting his temperatures and even just the difference in a degree, man.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
that makes a big difference.
Incredible.
So now, I see a lot of guys getting harder and harder to get the amount of ingredients they need, especially guys still cooking in the woods. But
The
no,
best thing to do is behind your garage or in
Yeah.
your garage or behind your house or something.
so now you got everybody like, well,
Do
we
it
can't get
blank
what
side.
we need, so they just get as many truckloads of fruit as they can. So there's shine and there's wine, right?
Yeah, you use fruit, that makes brandy.
Okay,
All right, and if it's homemade, it shines.
all right.
You know, here's what I tell everybody. Everybody says, what's the difference in white lightning and moonshine? I say, white lightning's made in the daytime, moonshine's made at nighttime. Well, what's the difference in store-bought and moonshine? What's the difference? Well, liquor's made in a distillery and moonshine's made in a damn wood.
Yeah, right.
It's homegrown.
Right.
You know, that's the difference. I mean, it's all alcohol. It's all the same processes, you know. It's just
Yeah, in
doing it
general, yeah, it's
yourself.
pretty much all made the
It's
same way.
homegrown.
Right.
You know, it's just like homegrown weed. You know, you get it in a distillery, you can grow it yourself.
You watch it now.
Hey,
Now you're
Why is
gonna get in
everybody
trouble.
looking at Mark?
Of course, that's what I said.
The whole place is done this way.
Is that true, Mark?
We were on the porch
Yes.
yesterday talking about it. It's been an awful long time since I smoked marijuana
Right,
cigarette.
right.
A marijuana cigarette. He went way back. When he's
So
like
They
80
called it
right
Mary
now.
Jane back then.
But that's what I'm saying. I use that terminology to illustrate the fact that I was so amazed when they started talking about ordering marijuana on a cell phone, and they would pick out not only the flavor but the kind of high they wanted
Oh,
to
yeah.
have. I was like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
there was nothing like that. There was either shitty
It's
old brown
amazing how
Sensimil.
far it's come.
You got sensimil or you didn't get sense.
Right.
Yeah. You want the sense or no sense?
They might as well give up on it now. It's over.
Dude, it's science.
I mean,
man.
they can't stop it at this point.
Oh, I know. And man,
No.
I'll tell you what, we were just in Colorado, and you need any proof about the impact on the marijuana business. I didn't run. I was embarrassed that I come from the Northeast because I walk into a store and they're like, "Hey man, how you doing?" They're just like,
Everybody's
I'm like,
happy.
Whoa. You busting my balls this early in the morning?
Where's the camera? Is this a hidden camera show? I never met a person in Pennsylvania in the store as nice as you.
Practical jokers.
Yeah, this can't be bullshit. You're setting me up for something.
Yeah, that's it. They're setting me up at this point. That's what's happening.
Dude, I finally got a new card again because it really is. I mean, it's a gift from God. There's not a place in the world that doesn't grow. It's why it's called wheat. You can't stop it.
Right.
It's going to pop out of the ground somewhere, you know. But finally, with all the pain and everything, you go in and you can say, oh, I got insomnia, I got that, I got this into what I'm so okay. Well, that's a purple pussy kush, you know, with a crossbreed hybrid of put this drop in your tea. What? Do you sell joints rolled? I need a joint.
Yeah, just
yeah,
one.
well, yeah, but what do you want it of? And like I just stood there the other day, like 700 jars, and like that's a top shelf jar, that's a middle shelf jar. What's gonna make me go to sleep?
Yeah, right.
My buddy was laying all that stuff out to me, and he's telling me all. I said,
Just
listen,
give
my
me some
man,
damn weed.
Right.
you have taken this to an unhealthy level.
It's
You know what I mean?
unbelievable.
What happened to smoke a joint and kick back?
yeah.
You're too stressed out.
Yeah, I don't want to
It's
go to
science.
school. I want to go on vacation.
It's
you know?
science. We used to say, what are you curing cancer? But they literally
Yes.
might actually be
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it. Them same
They-
sons of bitch
yeah, they
hippies
are.
might actually have done it.
All right, so we're way off the reservation. Where?
Are we allowed to say
that's
that?
nothing new.
Yeah.
You are.
That happens when I'm around, dude.
How did this even start? I fucked this whole thing up. This is all me.
I'm supposed to say off the desert.
Off the desert, that's right.
So
That's where our reservations are, in the desert.
All of a sudden, it's
can people
racist.
where can people keep tabs on you and see where you're going next?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook under Moonshiner Josh, Josh Owens, or Moonshiner Josh Racing. I'm going to be at the Cherry Bounce Festival this coming weekend. The weekend after, or maybe the weekend after that, I'm not sure. I got the Gettysburg Bike Week.
Yeah.
I'll be in the
Right
Regional
on.
Trauma Center after that one.
You're gonna be
we're
in
definitely
Gettysburg?
We're all at
racing
Gettysburg.
there, too.
Yep. So I'm going to be with you guys there. I'm super.
Just so happens we do a little mini
Awesome.
bike racing there too, Doc.
Yeah, it's all like Donkey Kong.
That's close to home, too.
Yeah, that's good.
And close to a trauma center. That's in
Let's
my
not even
contract.
Talk about
Hey,
that.
Gettysburg.
How close?
Give me a fucking break,
How
man.
close to the
there's,
trauma
there's
center?
no problem. A lot of blood was shed in Gettysburg ground. It'll just sink right in.
It's
I've had
haunted
enough
too.
hospitals, bro.
Dude, wait till we get out there twisted up at night. It is so haunted. I don't care if you believe in it or not.
One of my favorite
Something's
places.
gonna grab you going by. It's epic.
You can feel what happened there. Yeah.
You drive. That was what got me the first time when I go in there. You get into the town. It's like wow, you know. And then all of a sudden you're like in the field. And there's cannons and there's monuments in the fence. And you're driving and you're driving and you're driving and there's canyons and monuments and fence.
Yep.
And you're miles and miles down the road and you're still on the battlefield.
Yep.
Like I can't even begin to imagine what that was like.
Do you realize the setup that you're giving with this? You're telling him to come with us nighttime at the Gettysburg battlefield. What could happen with 3 Yankees in the middle of the night?
And
Let's do it.
And one Maryland State Trooper. Sons of Speed.
Redneck.
Redneck.
Tom Keever.
Somewhere along the line,
We're talking to you, Mr. Keever.
Somewhere along the line, we're gonna have to change a light bulb with that setup. You know, 3 rednecks, a state trooper, and a
Who
guy
was it?
from.
Is that what the tree's for?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's what the
that
drag
tree's
race.
for. That's awesome.
The who was it? Eisenhower had the crazy wife Mamie or whatever.
Yeah.
They found when they went in that house. The only house in the battlefield was the president's house, and she was such a cheap, crazy lunatic. They found baby food in there from like 1920. Like she just had it in the shelf, it was crazy. So we had a friend who was a state trooper, not Tom Kiefer. That took all the barmaids decided before the rally started that they wanted to go to the battlefield and streak. So not Tom said, "I'll drive," and literally went to the president of the United States' house.
Butt naked.
Well, not him.
Yeah.
Somebody had to work the camera.
It's true.
And they did. These lunatic girls. And I came back, they're like, well, what could have happened? I said, well, I don't know. It's a federal offense. It's the president's house, a historical.
Yeah, landmark. Yeah.
Nothing. What could have happened? But we have a great crew, too. It's so nice. Chris is there. Everybody's there. Amazing music this year. Holy good God. Queensryche, Puddle of Mud, Tantric, Saliva. I don't even know who else. Jasmine, I'm sure, right? Jasmine's everywhere. It's nice to see you, man. I hope you kick ass. When do you start filming for the show again?
I've already been filming. That's how I broke my back. I came back to North Carolina from Florida, and they done a bunch of grading at the end of my driveway, or at the end of my road, and I come barreling down through there, and all the dirt was gone. So hell, where I stopped at was gone. I was like, shot straight off the road and broke my back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway. A chauffeur. How about a chauffeur?
Holy
That's
shit.
what I got now. I got my buddy Gary driving me around. I don't trust my own drive anymore.
That guy.
Oh, his stores, man.
It's that guy.
Hey, he is a freaking Papa Bear, man.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's the best.
He's a good dude.
I was laughing so hard this morning listening to him, I want to piss myself. He doesn't just talk in his sleep.
He goes,
And while he's snoring, he takes a big snore in, and then he'll say a whole paragraph of something.
Oh, dude, did you video any of this?
No.
Oh,
I was
you got
laughing
to.
too
Stay
hard.
one more night. We need you. We need content for the show.
Somebody get him a drink.
Somebody get him a drink.
he'll stop breathing, and just when you think that he's not going to take another breath ever again, he's done. He's just died. Oh, God, he is dead. Here goes.
Oh, dude. It's a trip. It's a trip.
He is funny.
Ooh, it's like sleeping with the Three Stooges.
It's like Curly, man.
Oh my God, that's
All right,
fantastic.
well, listen.
I'm gonna get
it's
back
great
to work.
hanging out with you.
You
I
too,
appreciate
buddy.
you being here with
Thanks
us,
for
Jack.
having us.
Thanks for stopping by. We're going to be back with Grease and Gears Garage in just a little bit. We got a lot coming from Laconia all week here at the Roadhouse. Progressive is bringing us to you live from the Roadhouse in Laconia for Grease and Gears Garage. We're going to be hardtailing some stuff, lowering some Sportsters, doing all kind of stuff. Stick around. We'll be back with you in just a little bit.
Y'all keep on shining now.